What's going on YouTube? In today's video I'm going to show off some of my recent sales on PWCC. So I recently posted a video highlighting my 2020 ComC sales. So this is similar to that. However, I haven't been selling on PWCC for very long. I think I started in October. And since then it looks like I've sold 277 items. So a lot of the items that I sell here, I try to sell the higher end items just because when you list on ComC, when they cross list to eBay, they tack on a fee to that. So if you're selling something that's $1,000, ComC is going to cross list that for like $1,050. So that's an extra $50 the buyer's going to have to pay, which to me really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. In addition to that, once you get over $50, if you've seen some of my videos in the past, the amount that you will take home from PWCC and ComC are about the same. So anything that's over $50, I generally try to sell on PWCC through their Vault marketplace. And the way this works basically is that you mail PWCC your cards, and you have an account just like you would with ComC. They list those in your account, and then you can go ahead and list the price you want to sell those. They cross-list them to eBay, and then do all the work of shipping and all that stuff for you. So I really like the service. They've been really quick. It's when you ship your items to PWCC, once they receive it, generally they get them listed within a week, sometimes even less, which is pretty good considering ComC has been taking at least their 3-week guarantee time, and sometimes they're not even getting it done in that time. So been really happy so far with the results on PWCC and also the service. So without further ado, we'll get into it. I sorted this list on the lowest price, so I wish they had little pictures or something that went along with this. It might make it more interesting. But again, I just want to show off some of the recent sales. And I try to sell things that I think are going to sell at a decent price on eBay. The only reason that I don't really like to do the auctions is just because you never know if you're going to get burned on something. And generally on most of the things I sell, I have an idea in mind of what I want to get. So I list it at that. And sure enough, somebody will come up and hit that over the course of time. So I got a few LeBrons here. A few of those Revolution Stephs for 39 bucks a piece. A few Selects, a few Steph Prisms for 50 bucks a piece, PSA 10s. Those 2018 Revolution LeBrons that you see 20 of in every PSA reveal that I do, those I've been asking for 50 bucks a piece, and I've sold a ton of those on PWCC. I think maybe like 30 or 40 of them. So, quite a bit of those, 50 bucks a piece. Again, not a ton of stuff, but it adds up. So I don't know exactly what my totals are. If I can find that out, I'll put it at the end of the video, but I haven't really figured out all the reports and things I can download from PWCC yet. So just wanted to scroll through and show you the types of cards I sell. Again, a lot of this stuff, if you watch my PSA reveals, you'll see a lot of these, like the Giannis 10s and a lot of the Fanatics cards that I had in that one reveal. And some of these, like, you might be like, oh man, 50 bucks for Darius Garland 10, that's worth a lot more now. Well, I sold it back on November 19th, so yeah, I guess it is worth more now. But you never know who's gonna take off this next year and who's gonna fall flat. So some of these sales might look a little low, some might look a little high, but either way, on the time that they were sold, that's what was the market was, or this was slightly above what the market was. So if I list something at 50 bucks, generally the last couple sales on eBay have been 40 to 45, somewhere in that range. So not too far out of the money, but trying to make sure that at the time that they're sold, I at least get the most for them. So again, a lot of LeBron stuff, a lot of Fanatics, and a lot of stuff that's really just $50 to $100 or somewhere in that range. So again, I know it's not as fun of a video when there's not pictures and things you can see, but hopefully you can pick out a couple of these and remember what maybe they look like coming out of the PSA reveal, and then what I'm able to sell them for now. So again, like these 2005 SP, I think LeBrons for 75 bucks a piece. I'm sure I picked those up for $1 or $2 and paid 12 bucks for PSA to get graded, so it's turning that 20 bucks into 75, or after all the fees and stuff, call it 60, 65. But just little stuff like that adds up when you do it over and over and over and over and over and over again, and just able to get that 75 bucks all the time. So again, decent amount of cards here. Getting into some of the more expensive cards now, selling for over 100. And it's really quick to get paid out too from PWCC. They pay out every Wednesday, so all you have to do is request the payment on a Wednesday, and you can either get PayPal, check, or ACH. So what they do is once something sells, like say this sold for $100, what they'll do is that will go into like your pending account. And then once they ship it to the buyer and the buyer receives it, I think that's maybe 10 days or 14 days. I'd have to look to see how long after the buyer receives it, and then that money's yours to do what you want with. Whether you cash out, or you can also use this to pay for eBay purchases that you make through PWCC as well. Starting to get into some more. I've had a bunch of these hoops trays, PSA 10s. I'm pretty sure every single hoops tray that I sent to PSA 10'd. So I got, I think, $150 for most of those. So had a few of these prism-based LeBrons for $150. Stuff like this. There is going to be so many of these cards graded PSA 10, folks. If you have these, sell them. There's long term. There is no value in this. There's going to be way too many. If you put this $150 and you can buy a 2006 Topps base LeBron for, you know, $150 or $200, that's going to hold value and that's going to be worth money. These prisms that there's going to be a bazillion of, no way. So some Ruiz, Jaws, Tyler Hero, RJ Barrett prisms, 210 a piece. It looks like I got for these. A couple Quinn Hughes Young Guns for $225. Bunch of Chronicle Lucas stuff for, you know, $229 to, you know, $249. That's another, like these Chronicle things. Long term, I'm not really bullish on the Chronicle set because they just make so many different parallels of it that they're just not. They're not rare in my mind. Who knows? Could be wrong. Just my opinion. Some of these Fanatics Jaws, I got $300 a piece for those. I think I got quite a few of those Gen 10s. I had a Green Wave 10 that I got $450 for. A Design PSA 10 $529. So these are the last three that were really high. I don't know what these go for now. They probably go for more now because these were sold back in October. But one of the Orange Ice, $1,500 for that. Just sold. This was just a couple weeks ago. Tyler Hero Silver 10 for $1,500. And earlier at the beginning of the month, I sold a Charizard PSA 9 for $5,000. So it's kind of funny. This card I bought back in November of 2019 for, I think, $230 is what I paid for it. So in the course of basically 1 year, 13 months, paid $230 for it, went to $5,000. So who knows if long term, maybe I'm really stupid selling this for $5,000, or maybe whoever's buying it is making a mistake. But it's just, in my mind, ridiculous that something could go for $230 to $5,000 in the course of 13 months, right? Like, I don't know, kind of crazy. But anyway, that'll do it for PWCC sales. Again, I've only been selling there for 3 months now, but I just kind of wanted to highlight some of the cards. If you haven't checked out their service, I highly recommend it. I know some people with PWCC have issues with either shill bidding or some of the trim stuff that they've been involved in, but in my mind, for what the service that I'm asking them to do and what they offer is pretty good. So that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments if you've used them in the past or if you have any other questions about PWCC.